Hello everybody, Victor speaking, and welcome into the collection. On this episode, we are talking about the Monsterverse Frost Vark based on its appearance in Monarch Legacy of Monsters. Man, it is so cool that Playmates is playing with the entirety of the Monsterverse, and not just the movies, but also the TV shows, and giving us really great but affordable figures. And I think that's a key term when it comes to toys these days, especially when prices are only going to keep going up, especially with all these tariffs. And for something that's only $10 already just in the box, I think this looks fantastic. And when it comes to creatures that they appeared in the Monarch show, this was probably my favorite, even over the Ion Dragon, which appears on the packaging here, which we'll get to in a bit. But yeah, I cannot wait to get this out of the box. This is the only thing I got for this video. The other ones, there were at least multiple toys. So this one's probably going to be kind of short, which is okay, because not every video needs to be 20 to 30 minutes long. I think we can all understand that. So, we can start with the packaging. I'm not much of a packaging guy. I usually toss the boxes. I know toy collectors are just groaning in pain. Like, they're just like, oh my god, he throws away the packaging. But I will say that I do like the Monsterverse packaging over the Godzilla vs. Kong packaging, because you get a nice bit of flavor of a lot of unique monsters that have appeared, including, like I said, the Ion Dragon, which, with it appearing on the box, I do hope that that also gets an action figure of some sort, you know, because I would love for some really interesting monsters in my lineup of Godzilla figures. Most backs these days don't have anything, you know. I think I talked about that in one of my last Into the Collection videos, but this one actually has a little bit of something here, including a catalog. I miss these. Come on, man. Make me feel like I'm actually collecting again. That one I might get just because, I mean, it's fire. But obviously there's other ones like Real Feel Godzilla, Real Feel Kong, Blue Mothra, which looks cool, and a Kong Skull Island Kong, which, I don't know, I might get that. I might get two of that one just so I can have, I want to do some repainting. And these are $10 toys. Which, I don't know if I said this earlier, but I mean, for 10 bucks, these are already pretty amazing. Wow, Victor, you're so good at this. I think the other time I did this, I also did not have a box cutter or anything. Thankfully, just looking around, I saw this on the floor. Heck yeah, we get these at work, so these will be easy to use. Boom, bada bing, bada boom. Got the main part out. Bam. Oh, come on now. Oh, what the heck? Do you see that? They put like a black, really thick black.
Dick!
Yeah.
Take a look out of starboard. Oh my god, it looks like a huge
Pecker!
Alright. Let's get this out of the way. We've got... We'll lower it. The box was really big for no reason. We now have the Frost Vark out of packaging. And what do I think about it? Well, let's see. I love its overall pose. Something that I really do like about it is the posture on the figure. It's definitely on four legs. This looks like a good build for a Anguirus figure. That'd be pretty cool. Articulation, I mean, sculpting wise, I think it looks great. The back of the packaging showed a brighter blue version of this. And I actually like this version that you actually get. It's a darker blue, or maybe like a dark grayish color. There's some gray up here for sure, but this is definitely blue. It's like a dark blue. And then you got some, I like how they even painted some little details down here. It really shows, come on. We even got little decently done paint applications on the face, some blue, and the teeth obviously, which is pretty decent for a $10 toy, you know, like it has a lot of weight to it as well. You can tell this is pretty quality, which with Playmates, you know, they get a lot of crap these days, it seems, from Godzilla fans, like, oh my god, it's just not as good as like SH Monsters or Hiya Toys, and it's just like, you can collect those things all you want to, but me, I'm always on a budget, and I think Playmates just does such a fantastic job for $10 figures. This is $10, man. And I mean, look at the articulation, like these back legs can move and rotate. Both of them have this articulation. The tail rotates. These front arms rotate. I will say that it sucks that the legs can't spread outwards like a Mattel Jurassic figure, but I can live without that articulation. The head can't move up and down. I think that's the only articulation that I wish was there, because now it's just, it feels like it looks downward sometimes, but thankfully if you just position it right, it'll look like as if it's facing forward. So it's not a big deal, it's noticeable though. So here I have just a bunch of random monsters displayed here, with the Frost Vark in the back talking to Shimo, while Godzilla and Boggin take a little bit of a battle up here in the front. So got quite an interest, and I almost forgot, I got the Drowned Viper eating Zilla. So we've got a mix of the movie monster series and some Playmates figures, and I think it's a pretty good setup. I'm gonna actually just rearrange though, just slightly. When I tell you that collector lines are trying to bum off of the collector, this is what I'm talking about, because this is only $10. This is $10. And yes, Playmates isn't the best, right? I mean, look at Shimo. As much as I love this Shimo figure, there's no articulation in the joints. There is articulation in the arms and legs, and the tail, and obviously the head, but for some reason no knee joints, like at all, which, I mean, I don't understand, because that would not have made it a more expensive figure or anything. It's possible. And the Frost Vark isn't perfect. It can't look up or down, but you can just have it do this and it'll look like if it's looking up or down. It just has to do Michael Keaton's Batman, and it has to move its whole body. I think $10 is definitely worth the price. I mean, I don't know, man. Like, it just is, you know. I'm so glad I found it in the store. I'm so glad I own this figure and I have one in hand, and I cannot wait for myself to move to be able to put it in a diorama type deal on my shelf. Speaking of which, and then they kiss. Alright, so I don't mean to ramble on more about the Frost Vark or how good I think it is. Again, for $10, I think it's one of their best. You know, I think it's one of the greatest figures that they've made so far. It has problems. I think the one issue I really have with it being a $10 toy is the head. Not being able to articulate it up and down. Other than that, I think Playmates, I think they just did a fantastic job with this figure. And I'm so glad they're doing monsters that I don't think Bandai, let alone any other company, is going to give any sorts of attention. And I hope they do monsters like Behemoth and all sorts of other creatures from the Monsterverse that deserve some love. Well, it looks like they are making a Behemoth figure after all. Obviously, it's not the best kaiju figure ever, but I don't really buy those collector item toy lines usually, because I just think they're overpriced items that just aren't really worth the price tag. And quite frankly, this is one of those cases where it just looks great when you display it with other monsters like this. So I'm just going to end off with that. So thank you all so much for watching this episode of Into the Collection. If you liked this video, click the like button and comment your thoughts on the Frost Vark, monster toy lines, and the Monsterverse itself, and subscribe for more episodes of Into the Collection. Thank you for watching, and I will see you all in the next video. Peace out.